So the Golden Globes were on Sunday night, and if you remember a couple of weeks back, I did my predictions video about how I thought the event was going to go down, who was going to be the winners, who was going to be the losers, and who I thought should win and who I thought would win. Well, what I want to do in this video is my reaction to the Oscars. Or the Golden Globes. We're now a few days after, so let's go dive into it. If you see me looking down, I am looking at my phone. I've got the list of winners here, and just like my predictions video and normal videos I do like this, there's going to be no cuts, no edits. It's just me purely talking to the camera. So first off, I'm going to start off just by saying I'm eliminating all TV awards just because I haven't really seen most of the stuff it applies to, so I don't really know what I'm talking about. But for this, I'm mostly just going to stick to the films. So first off, Best Animated Feature thankfully went to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I was very, very happy about this because Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is without a doubt the greatest film animation-wise this year, and one of the best films of the year. It's so good, the themes it dealt with, how deep it went. It was just a really awesome film that was also just fun and really entertaining, very self-aware, very good for the comic book genre, and I just really enjoyed everything about Spider-Verse. I would have liked to have seen maybe Isle of Dogs, because I really like that movie too. That did actually make it onto my top 15 of the year, if you saw that video. But it's really nice to see a non-Disney animated property win this award. It's just nice to see that. So, and I think Spider-Verse was the most deserving out of them all. Now, moving on to Best, if you bear with me just 1 second while we keep going on. Here we go. Best Original Song, of course, went to Shallow for A Star Is Born. A Star Is Born only picked up 1 award this show, and I found that very, very surprising given the fact it was the front runner and it was the one that we were all expecting to sweep the awards. I also expected the favourite to sweep, and it didn't at all. But Shallow did win. Out of all the movies here, I definitely feel like it is the most deserving. I really do like all the stars from Black Panther. I think the whole Black Panther album was incredible. But there are a couple, like I haven't heard Requiem for a Private War, I haven't heard Revelation, I haven't seen A Private War or Boy Erased, they both haven't come out here yet. But, you know, I can only really compare the two, but I feel like A Star Is Born was the most obvious to win there. Now, Best Supporting Actress went to Regina King for If Beale Street Could Talk. I've just found out I'm seeing Beale Street early, so expect a review coming out before the end of the month. But yeah, I think that's going to be a good choice. Like, Regina King, she is really good. Like, she's a good actress. She is a Golden Globe winner before. She's also won a couple of other awards throughout her time. So it was really good, and I liked her speech as well. I liked her speech. You know, it was very inspiring. It reminded me a lot of what Frances McDormand did at the Oscars last year. It was very similar to that. So, you know, well done to Regina King. In terms of other ones, I mean, everyone talks about how Amy Adams just can't win, and yeah, I mean, that is true. Claire Foy kind of missed out there. I was surprised with that. And then Emma Stone and Rachel Weisz were the favourite. I think they both kind of cancelled each other out, even though they're both fantastic. And personally, if it was up to me, I probably would have gone with Rachel Weisz. I feel like just if you can't really give them to one, you can't give it to the other. So I feel like they kind of cancelled each other out. Now, Best Supporting Actor went to Mahershala Ali for Green Book. I'm so happy about this. I love Mahershala Ali. I love Green Book. If you saw my review, I got to see that early, and I love that movie so much. It's already my favourite movie of 2019. It's at the top of my list. It's an incredible film. I'm very happy with that. In terms of the other choices, I really like the fact that Adam Driver got a nomination because I think Adam Driver is so underrated. So it was nice to see that. Timothée Chalamet for Beautiful Boy, of course. Sam Rockwell for Vice. He's obviously doing very well in terms of awards as of late. And then Richard E. Grant for Can You Ever Forgive Me, which I'm also seeing early, so expect a review for that coming soon. But I haven't seen that movie quite yet. But out of all of them, I definitely would have gone for Mahershala Ali myself. I think that's a great choice, and I thought he was fantastic in that movie. Now, Best Screenplay also went to Green Book, which again, I'm so happy. I was like so determined that I was like the favourite's going to get this, no problem. But I was very happy to actually see Green Book take this, because again, I love Green Book so much. You're going to hear me say that a lot when it comes to this, but I love Green Book. In terms of the other ones, like I say, the favourite, I'm surprised. Beale Street could have been. Vice, I didn't really think really. And Roma also got a notification here, which was very interesting, or a nomination, sorry, which is cool. But I definitely think Green Book most deserving. I love Green Book in every sense of the word. Best Actor in a Musical or Comedy went to Christian Bale for Vice. I think this was the most obvious one. Christian Bale is one of the most committed actors we have working today. So with all that being said, it was pretty obvious that he was going to win for Dick Cheney. I'm seeing Vice next week, so I'm very excited about that. Other choices, obviously Viggo Mortensen was in there for Green Book. John C. Reilly for Stan and Ollie, which I actually like that nomination. I thought he was very, very good in that movie. I think that was a career high. I didn't love Stan and Ollie, but I did really like his performance. And Robert Redford for The Old Man and the Gun, and Lin-Manuel Miranda for Mary Poppins Returns. I have actually seen The Old Man and the Gun. I haven't reviewed it because I just didn't have... I saw it over the Christmas period, and I kind of wanted to die down on the reviews a little bit then, just to take some time off. I might come back and review it soon, we'll see. Because I also got to see Sorry to Bother You over the Christmas break as well, so I might review them, we'll see. But out of them, I think Christian Bale, like I said, because of how committed he is and what he was able to do to embody Dick Cheney, I think deserves that award. Best foreign language film went to Roma. I haven't seen Roma yet. I plan to do it. It is on my Netflix list. It is there. I do plan to see it. But I haven't really heard about any of the others other than Shoplifters, so again, I don't really have much to say there. Best director went to Alfonso Cuarón for Roma. Alfonso Cuarón, even though I haven't seen Roma, I have seen some of his other work, and he's definitely a great choice for that. I would have liked to have maybe seen Bradley Cooper for A Star Is Born, but again, A Star Is Born was kind of snubbed in this award season, I'm afraid. And also we got Peter Farrelly for Green Book, Spike Lee for Black Klansman, which would have been a nice one, and Adam McKay for Vice. But yeah, I think Alfonso Cuarón, given what he's done in the past, I think it's a good choice. And then moving on, we have Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy. That went to Olivia Colman for The Favourite. I think out of all those choices, that was probably the best. It would have been really nice to see Elsie Fisher win, just given how young she is, and given how great she apparently is in 8th grade. That movie doesn't come out until April here. It actually comes out the same day as Avengers Endgame here, so that movie's going to get completely destroyed in terms of the UK box office, but... Still, I think Olivia Colman, I loved her in The Favourite. I mean, I'm a big fan of Olivia Colman anyway, and I just loved her in The Favourite as Queen Anne. I thought she was absolutely phenomenal in that film. Emily Blunt, I haven't seen Mary Poppins yet. I think I might be seeing that this weekend, so we'll, keep an eye out for that one. Charlize Theron for Tully. Tully's one of the most underrated films of 2018. That film is fantastic, and she's great in it. I would have liked to have seen that, and it was really nice to see Constance Wu get a nomination for Crazy Rich Asians, another film I really enjoyed this year, but to be honest, I didn't really think she had a chance. But I think Olivia Colman, I do agree with that, very much so. And then Best Film for Musical Comedy went to Green Book. I didn't expect this at all. I was like, The Favourite is going to get this, no problem. But Green Book came in and swept it, and I'm so happy about that. I think Green Book, again, I can't say enough good things about Green Book. I love that movie. In terms of other nominations, though, like Vice was there, Mary Poppins was there, The Favourite was there, and also Crazy Rich Asians was there, which was really nice. Out of those, like I say, I'm surprised The Favourite didn't win, but I'm so happy with Green Book. Like, I would have been, like, if the roles were reversed, I would be sat here saying, yeah, I'm happy for The Favourite, it's a great movie, but I would have liked to have seen Green Book win, so the fact that it is there is great. Best Actress for Drama went to Glenn Close for The Wife, a movie I have not seen. That movie was just like nowhere around here, but her speech was very nice. I really liked her speech about motherhood and things like that. I think it was very deserving, and she's a kind of legendary actress at this point, so she's had a couple of Golden Globes under her belt at this point already, I believe, so it was nice to see that. Lady Gaga, who everyone thought was an absolute lock for this, didn't get it, but also neither did Nicole Kidman for Destroyer, Melissa McCarthy, Can You Ever Forgive Me, or Rosamund Pike for A Private War. I think that, out of all those choices, I think it would have been nice for Lady Gaga, and I think Nicole Kidman was a really good choice. Also, Melissa McCarthy is apparently fantastic in Can You Ever Forgive Me, which again, I'm seeing very soon. But I think Glenn Close, given her legacy, I think is a good choice there. Best Actor for Drama went to Rami Malek for Bohemian Rhapsody. I feel like this choice was kind of an obvious one, kind of like Christian Bale, given how much he committed and how much he was able to bring to that performance, especially when he's on stage. If you've seen Bohemian Rhapsody, you've known the scenes like the Live Aid performance and things like that. It's really dead on to the show from '85, and it's ridiculous. So I think that's definitely a good choice. I really love that John David Washington got it for Black Klansman. I love Black Klansman. I'm so happy that was there. Bradley Cooper got it there. Willem Dafoe for Eternity's Gate, and also Lucas Hedges for Boy Erased. I think that's a good category. Rami Malek, I don't know if I would have gone with him myself. I see why he won, and I'm happy for him because I really loved him in that role. I love that movie. But I don't know. I just feel like Bradley Cooper, I think what he did with A Star Is Born, not only in terms of his direction and his writing, but also just in terms of his acting as well, it was something we've never seen Bradley Cooper do before. And also, he had to learn his own songs and actually become a musician and do his own singing. Rami Malek doesn't do his own singing in Bohemian Rhapsody for the most part. So I feel like, you know, I feel like the thought process for awarding Rami Malek is actually more applicable to Bradley Cooper. But, you know, I'll let that one slide. And then finally, Best Film in the Drama category went to Bohemian Rhapsody, going up against Black Panther, Black Klansman, If Beale Street Could Talk, and A Star Is Born. I was so positive A Star Is Born was going to win, and then Bohemian Rhapsody came out and took it. I have to address something about Bohemian Rhapsody, though. It's getting a lot of controversy around it because people are saying it shouldn't have won, it didn't deserve to win because of Bryan Singer. Bryan Singer, of course, the original director of the film, who was fired because of his erratic behaviour and has been completely disregarded and disavowed from the film. Nobody talks about him anymore. I think that's an incredibly unfair judgment. I feel like you can't judge this entire film and change your entire... Despite what you think of the film, I know some people, obviously it had mixed reviews, but, you know, you can't pin it all on Bryan Singer, because for one, this movie has a massive cast and crew who will work so hard for this film, and just because one man did some erratic behaviour and, you know, perhaps has done some worse things, you know, you can't take the entire movie down because of that. And, you know, I feel like it's incredibly unfair to do that. So even though I really liked Bohemian Rhapsody, I've actually seen the movie 3 times now, I really like it. I disagree with this choice in the winner because I feel like it was maybe the weakest in the category. That's the only reason. I don't think it's a bad movie. I love the movie. I just think, you know, the only one I'd maybe put it above was maybe Black Panther, but... You know, in terms of, like, the other choices, though, I think it would have been nice to see Black Panther win, just to see a comic book movie get that recognition, but I guess a nomination is still good. I like to say A Star Is Born would have been great, and then we also have Beale Street, which I haven't seen yet, but I feel like for the most part, this category was really strong. I just don't think Bohemian Rhapsody was the best film, but I disagree with it for a completely different reason that everyone else does. So, you know, I feel like if you have that opinion of, you know, blaming the movie because of Bryan Singer, I'd kind of, you know, maybe try and reconsider that, because it's not very fair to take down this entire film, which hundreds of people worked on and worked so hard on, just because of one man who was fired and who has been disregarded from the film. I don't really feel like that's fair. So, anyway, that does bring us to the end of this video. This is my reaction to the Golden Globes. I'm going to be doing this for a couple other award shows. Obviously, the Oscars. I might do it for the SAGs as well. Maybe the Critics' Choice Awards. You know, we'll see what goes on. We'll see how it goes. See how busy I am. But I feel like, for the most part, I just really enjoy talking about award season. I love talking about these movies and talking about the award movies with you guys. So make sure you let me know your reactions. What were the biggest surprises? Were there any snubs for you? What do you think? Make sure you let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you want to see more movie reviews and movie-like videos like this, be sure to subscribe. And I hope to see you guys again in my next video.